Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today's lecture is on protection from destructions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be successful in this dunya and akhirah, and that we are saved from the destructions of this dunya. And it is for this reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us deen, so that deen becomes the cover of your life, in a way that it guides you in the way that you live, and it guides you in how you conduct your life, and it guides you in the way you make your big decisions, small decisions, and so on. The spreading of deen is as important as the cover that one lives with, and this has also been made as an important activity for every Muslim, for every believer, to be involved in the spreading of deen. The success of both worlds, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept in His deen. The success of dunya and akhirat has been kept in His deen, and that we should be sure that there is no success without it in both the worlds. All things and all materials of success will come from deen, and without it man cannot experience any form of success. But for you to get success in deen, you must also be aware that nafs, shaitan, and the force of the khwahish, they are so permanent and so strong that they surround you, and that they make it difficult for you to practice deen with ease. And we must be aware of this. We must be watchful, and that we should have the ilm that we are surrounded by nafs, shaitan, and the force of the khwahish. If you have the right ilm and the right amal, it will be easier for you to be steadfast and practice the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with more ease. But if you have a haphazard life, if you're forever in a state of complete haphazardness, then this life will not be able to give you the success. Because each time the deception of shaitan and the nafs are ready. They're ready to strike, they're ready to attack you, and we must think that how can we stop that? How can we stop ourselves from the destructions that are posed by nafs, shaitan at all times? And for that we will discuss the points, inshallah. The very first step is to clean the heart and the mind with tawbah, istighfar, and Durud Sharif. By reading the Durud Sharif, you can begin the process of cleaning the heart, and that you are getting ready, and that it will help you to get protected from the destructions, inshallah. Now there are several points that I would like to enlist. The first one is that always protect the five senses from the impact of various situations around you, and the impact of the materialistic world and the people that surround you. For if you don't control your senses, the impact that you take from the surroundings will be very large. You will watch something and you will want to instantly react. You will hear something and you will want to react. Somebody might do something to you and you will want to instantly react. So you have to protect your senses from the impacts of various situations that surround you and the materialistic world and the people that surround you. Point number 2 is that the heart must not take the impact of the materialistic world and its people. So you must protect the heart nicely. The first one is to protect the senses, second is to protect the heart. And the third is for the qalb, that the qalb must not chase the materialistic world and its people, because once you've taken the impact, you'll now start to chase them. If somebody is not convinced with you, you will excessively try to convince them. If you are not getting something from the materialistic world, you will go in all excessive ways to get that. How does that happen? That happens when the qalb is attached to something a lot. And in that state, we would realize the excessiveness that the body is doing in order to pursue the materialistic world and to get things from it. May Allah protect us from that. Now, when it comes to the amal, when you're on the ground of performance, there are several points that you must remember. Point number one is that you must fulfill all of Allah's commands and the sunnah of Prophet ﷺ in every manner. It could be in the way we sit, the way we talk, the way we drink water, the way we eat, the way we conduct business or meet people, and so on. If we have to be watchful, and we must remember the sunnah in every step and in every manner. Point number two is, once you're successful in doing that, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless you with divine guidance from the sky. When you are steadfast in following the sunnah, when you're steadfast in fulfilling the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will bless you with the divine guidance from the sky. Point number three is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide you the ability of firasa, so that you can identify the deceptions of this dunya, you can identify the deceptions of the mind, the heart, the influence of the nafs, shaitan, khwahish, with the secret vision that Allah will bestow you with. It is the light that Allah bestows a believer with. A mu'min is blessed with firasa from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that secret light will guide you through situations. It will make you look at and make you learn and know about the hidden matters. Point number four, your body will reflect the sunnah of Prophet ﷺ in every moment because of the Nur-e-Iman. Once Allah blesses you with the firasa, it will be easier for you to reflect the sunnah of Prophet ﷺ in every manner because of the Nur-e-Iman. Next is the great ground of aid, as we have called it, for this helps you in taking care of this dunya through certain activities and certain things that we must do. The point number one in that is we must develop sabr, sacrifice, self-control and hardship in the body, mind, heart and soul to protect it from all destructions. We must develop sabr, sacrifice, self-control and hardship in the body, mind, heart and soul to protect it from all destructions. For if we don't have sabr, if we don't have sacrifice, if we don't have self-control and hardship, the ability to go through hardship and to make hard work, if the body is not prepared for it, if the heart is not prepared for it, then destructions will come, because sabr is an important part of our life and we must do it. Point number two, the tongue must not destroy you through eating and talking. You have to be warned about that. Far too many good foods are available today. At the click of a button you will have foods available. The amount of conversations we can have today is far more than how it was. So the tongue must not destroy you through eating and talking. You have to be warned about that. Point number three is the pleasure of food, women and luxuries that might destroy you silently. We won't realize it, but women serve as a deception. They serve as a major destruction, because how it happens and how it creeps into us, we don't even realize it, but it already takes form and it's far too late by the time we get to know. Never be careless or ignorant about working hard on priorities, but be cautious about excessiveness, exhaustion and stress. Point number 5, do not get trapped in ghafla and stress. Stress is a major killer around the world today. Many lifestyle diseases become a part of it. People go through heart conditions and strokes and multiple health problems. Uh, even obesity is sometimes related to stress, which causes overeating. Point, point number 6 is that the physical ailments or the ailments will destroy you. Now, these ailments can be both physical or spiritual, but these are ailments and they must be taken care of. If they're spiritual ailments, they need a cure as well. If they're physical ailments, they need to be looked at. Point number 7, do not commit any mistakes in matters, especially when it comes to performance. It could be because of lack of knowledge, or it could be because of not getting the right guidance, not asking the right people, not taking expert opinion. And if mistakes are committed, the results will be very clear. And lastly, we must act according to our own strength, capacity, and resources. We must not exceed that. If you are not comfortable working more than the desired hours that the body can comfortably do, you must not push it to that extent. Because if you do so, you will now come in the category of excessiveness, which will cause other health problems and can pose more serious problems for you in the future. So we have to be careful, and we must act according to our strength, our capacity, and our resources. Sometimes we might go excessively out of the way and do things for people, and that might become excessiveness. It might stretch you beyond your capacity, stretch you beyond your resources, and then it's painful to come back to a comfortable spot. May Allah protect us from this, and may Allah give us the ability to practice this, because just listening to lectures would not be enough. And although we have a lot of material today available on social media and so on, but not all of it can be trusted. We must look back, and we must try to find the most authentic source and try to look at the life of the Prophet ﷺ to find the things which are more concrete in their appeal, in the way that they were done. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.